Thakur accused a TMC MP of smoking and using a vape inside the house. Another TMC MP caught smoking a cigarette in the Parliament complex. BJP objects. The TMC MP, Shogat Roy, seen with a cigarette in his hand, remains defiant, says there's nothing wrong with smoking outside the Parliament complex. The big Tamil Nadu Deepam controversy has reached Parliament's doors. Anurag Thakur of the BJP accuses DMK of anti-Hindu bias over the Madurai Deepam controversy. Over 50 judges oppose impeachment motion against High Court Judge Justice G.R. Swaminathan. No end to the power tussle in Karnataka. 2 breakfast meets have taken place to diffuse tensions, but it hasn't worked. The day after Chief Minister Siddaramaiah held a dinner meet with Ahinda legislators, Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar convened a parallel dinner meeting with his close aides and more than 50 MLAs. Assam SIT files charge sheet in connection with singer Zubeen Garg's death case. 4 accused charged for murder, including Zubeen's manager, organizer of the festival, and his 2 bandmates. Lionel Messi is hours away from setting off a football frenzy across India for a 3-day 4-city spectacle. He's going to be in Kolkata, where there are massive preparations, a towering 70-foot statue in his honor, high-voltage matches, charity galas, even a meeting with Prime Minister Modi lined up. Superstar Rajinikanth turns 75, Tamil cinema's biggest icon, greeted by political leaders, film legends and fans across the world on his birthday. But as promised, let's begin with the latest updates on the Madurai Deepam controversy. No longer a political storm just in Tamil Nadu, but it's reached the national capital too, whether it's through the impeachment motion or, for that matter, now in the Parliament as well. The DMK government is squaring off against the BJP with, in fact, BJP's Anurag Thakur raising the issue in the Lok Sabha, calling the DMK anti-Hindu and saying that they've turned the state of Tamil Nadu into a symbol of anti-Sanatana Dharma. On the other hand, more than 50 judges have condemned the DMK's impeachment motion against Justice G.R. Swaminathan, who, remember, had ordered the lighting of the lamp on the Deepathoon pillar.
Tamil Nadu's Deepam flashpoint has now exploded into a full-blown national storm. What was a temple tradition at Thiruparankundaram has spiraled into one of state's most charged controversies.
Accusing officials of deliberately ignoring its
The storm hit Parliament's winter session. The BJP launched a blistering offensive accusing the DMK government of turning Tamil Nadu into a symbol of anti-Sanatan Dharma.
One state in India has become a symbol of anti-Sanatan Dharma. Their ministers are making statements. against Sanatan Dharma. They objected when Prime Minister was doing his duty for the Ram temple. Despite the court order, they are not allowed.
He also accused the DMK of being in contempt of the court.
The Madurai bench of Madras High Court came down strongly on the Tamil Nadu government, accusing officials of deliberately ignoring its order on lighting the Kartikai Deepam lamp at the Madurais. Hindus are lathi charged. Despite the court order, they are not allowed.
Day after DMK accused Madras High Court Judge Justice G.R. Swaminathan of bias and ideological alignment. More than 50 former judges and senior jurists have issued a statement backing the judge. They call the impeachment motion filed by DMK and allies weaponization of a constitutional process, and a brazen attempt to browbeat judges who don't align politically. The letter warns that such actions cut at the roots of democracy, intimidate the judiciary, target judges for their rulings, and ultimately undermine judicial independence. As devotees push to light the Kartikai Deepam and the DMK has challenged the Deepathoon itself in court today, the dispute is far from over. With elections nearing, it is rapidly becoming a major political flashpoint in Tamil Nadu. With Pramod Madhav, Bureau Report, India Today.
Okay, I'll bring in Anaga Keshav for a quick update on what's really playing out right now. Anaga is joining us live from Chennai. Anaga, what's the DMK strategy here? You know, they're in denial. They're saying that there's no historic record whatsoever of the lamp being lit at the Deepatun. But now with this issue snowballing, reaching Parliament, the BJP upping the ante even inside the House in Parliament, what is the DMK's plan here? Because very clearly even the impeachment motion was just about optics. They knew full well that it won't really go through.
Well, in fact, the DMK says that, in fact, they're asking for solid supporting documents as to the stone pillar is actually a Deepatun. The DMK is asking if before the year 1920, if it was really a customary practice to light a lamp on the Deepatun. Because for the last 100 years, on the eve of Kartikeya Deepam, the lamp has been lit at the Uchipelayar temple, which is at a lower peak. But now, why is it that all of a sudden few groups with vested interests are now asking for a lamp to be lit, that too near a dargah, is what the DMK is asking. And therefore, they've now denied permission, which happened on the eve of Kartikeya Deepam on December 4th, to light a lamp near the stone pillar lamp, also known as Deepatun, which is near the dargah. In fact, today there was a court hearing in the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court where the Tamil Nadu government has questioned if it is even a customary practice in the Hindu tradition to light a lamp on the Deepatun. If so, why wasn't it followed in the last 100 years? Is there a supporting document to prove that it is indeed the Deepatun where the lamp was lit many years back? So these are the pertinent questions that DMK has put forth in the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court. In fact, the case has been adjourned to Monday, post which the case will be taken up for hearing again.
All right, Anaga, thanks for those details. But let's focus really on what's led to this storm for the last many days. We've been reporting here on India Today about the politics, the legal fight and so many aspects, all triggered by what happened on Kartikeya Deepam, which is a very popular festival in Tamil Nadu. How did a ritual that was being performed peacefully for 100 years suddenly ignite tensions? What really happened? Do the devotees have a case in wanting to light that lamp on top of the hill? Does the government have a case in asking whether the Deepatun exists at all? I explain all of that for you. There's been a massive showdown playing out in Tamil Nadu over the last many days over the lighting of a lamp in a temple in Madurai. This is over the Tiruparankundram temple in Madurai, where a court judgment allowing for a lamp near a dargah to be lit sparked a political storm. So what exactly happened? Let me begin with the temple itself. It's located atop a hillock and is the abode of Lord Murugan. So scores of Murugan devotees visit this holy temple. It's called the Subramanya Swami temple. Now, interestingly, right besides this temple is a dargah, just slightly above the temple itself. And the two structures have coexisted for centuries now, a symbol of religious coexistence. So what led to this sudden controversy now? Essentially over a festival called Kartikeya Deepam. It's a massive festival that's celebrated in Tamil Nadu for Hindus, and on this day, deepams or lamps are lit across temples and in homes. Tiruparankundram also sees a huge event on this day. 100 years ago, the lamp atop a Deepatun was lit. What's a Deepatun? It's a tall lamppost pillar traditionally used for lighting ceremonial lamps during festivals and special rituals. But in this temple, this pillar is very close to the dargah and hasn't been used or lit for the last many decades. Why? Because it was decided that the Deepatun, being so close to the dargah, won't be lit to avoid any communal tension. This pillar is very much in the temple premises, but just about 50 meters from the dargah, and so wasn't lit. And so for the last 100 years or so, the Deepam was lit at another location, near the Ganesha temple, which very often in Tamil Nadu, including in this case, is called the Uchipelayar temple. This year, however, things changed. A petition was filed before the Madurai bench of the Madras High Court seeking to light a lamp at the Deepatun this time. On December 1st, the court allowed these petitions. The judge, Justice G.R. Swaminathan, held that Deepatun lies on the portion of the hill belonging to the temple and not the dargah. The court explicitly rejected objections that lighting the lamp would harm or infringe the rights of the nearby Dargah or Muslim community and directed that from this year onward, the Deepam must be lit at the Deepatun in addition to the customary place, which was the Pillayar temple, as I told you. But despite the order, on December 3rd, there was no arrangement made to light the lamp at Deepatun on the festival night. Instead, the temple authorities lit the Deepam at the traditional location. This sparked protests by Hindu groups. In response, the court initiated contempt proceedings. It allowed the petitioner and a small group with CISF personnel to ascend the hill to light the lamp at the Deepatun. But police and administration blocked their path, citing law and order. So they prohibited that attempt under security orders. Now the case is currently on. But the DMK government has maintained that allowing the lamp to be lit will lead to a law and order situation.
இதெல்லாம் உள்ளூர் மக்களுக்கு உண்மையா பக்தர்களுக்கு நல்லா தெரியும். அவங்க எல்லாம் நல்லபடியா தரிசனம் பண்ணிட்டு தான் வீட்டுக்கு போனாங்க. ஆனாலும் இப்ப என்ன காரணத்துக்காக பிரச்சனை நடக்குது? இந்த பிரச்சனையை கிளப்புற கூட்டத்தோட நோக்கம் என்ன? இதுவும் மக்களுக்கு எல்லாம் தெரியும். ஒரு சிலரோட அரசியல் லாபங்களுக்காக பிரிவுகளையும் பிளவுகளையும் உண்டாக்கி சமூகத்தை துண்டாடும் சதி செயல்கள் அது நிச்சயமா ஆன்மீகம் அல்ல, அது அரசியல். அது கேடுகட்ட மலிவான அரசியல்.
The DMK has also initiated an impeachment motion against the judge. With the signatures of 120 MPs, DMK MPs have pushed for the impeachment of Justice G.R. Swaminathan, claiming he didn't act impartially, that he favors advocates of a particular community, and that he was deciding cases on the basis of a particular political ideology. This impeachment motion has sparked a political storm with claims that the DMK is targeting judges who give verdicts that aren't favorable to the government. And the showdown, therefore, over the lighting of a lamp in this temple has become the biggest talking point, with just months to go for elections in Tamil Nadu. Rest assured, we're going to be getting you all the updates on that story, because this is continuing to snowball. And over the coming weeks, the legal fight also continues over the lighting of that lamp in Tamil Nadu's Tiruparankundram. Let's move on to Karnataka. Everyone assumed that the power tussle has come to an end. But here's what we've been constantly telling you on India Today. It's nowhere near ended until there's a decision by the High Command. More proof of it is the non-stop meets that have been happening in the last few days. There were 2 rounds of breakfast meetings, yes, between Chief Minister Siddaramaiah and Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar. Clearly hasn't done enough to diffuse tensions, because we're still seeing shows of strength. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah first held a dinner meet with Ahinda legislators. Ahinda is a group of minorities that Siddaramaiah is known to be the face of. This happened, in fact, in Belagavi. Right after that, last night, Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar convened a similar dinner meeting, a parallel dinner meet with who is assumed to be his close aides, more than 50 MLAs, at a farmhouse on the outskirts of Belagavi. Needless to say, Siddaramaiah didn't invite D.K. Shivakumar, D.K. Shivakumar didn't invite Siddaramaiah. These meetings sparked intense political buzz amid the ongoing assembly session. D.K. Shivakumar claimed that this wasn't just a political meeting, and everyone gathered on the invitation of a former district president. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, when asked about this meeting, lost his cool, lashed out at reporters when questioned if he's been summoned to Delhi by the High Command.
ಯಾರು ಕರೆದಿಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನೀವು ಕೇಳ್ತಿರಲ್ಲ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿದಾರಾ ನೀವು ಹೇಳಿದಾರೇನ್ರಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಕೇಳ 19 ತಾರೀಕು ಕರೆದಿದ್ದಾರ ಅಂತ ನೀನೇ ಹೇಳ್ತೀಯ ಯಾವ ಉತ್ತರಕೂಟನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಜಿಲ್ಲಾ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನ ಮಾಜಿ ಅಧ್ಯಕ್ಷರು ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ದೊಡ್ಡ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿ 15 ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಊಟಕ್ಕೆ ಬನ್ನಿ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಜನ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಯಾವ ಥರನೆಲ್ಲ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿಗೆ ಕುಟುಂಬದವರು ನಾವೆಲ್ಲ ಮರೆಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲ್ಲ ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಹುಡುಗನೆಲ್ಲ ಬಂದವನೇ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾವನೇ. ನಮ್ಮನೆ ಊಟ ಇವತ್ತು ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ, ರಾಗಿ ಮುದ್ದೆ ಸಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾವೆ. ಬೇಡ ನಂಗಾಗಿತ್ತಾ ನನಗೆ ದಿನ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಊಟ ತಂದು ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಲೋಕಲ್ ಅವರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಷೇತ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ. ಹಂಗೆ ಅವ್ರ ಪ್ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಕರೀತಾರೆ, ಒಂದೊಂದು ದಿನ ಹೋಗೋದು. ನಾಳಿದ್ದು ನಮ್ಮ ಸೇಟ್ ಕರೆದವ್ರೆ, ಆಸು ಸೇಟ್ ಕರೆದವ್ರೆ, ಫಿರೋಜ್ ಸೇಟ್ ಕರೆದವ್ರೆ. ಹಂಗೆ ಒಂದೊಂದು ದಿನ ಹೋಗೋದು.
DCM and CM is not in terms of seeing each other. See, position has become so worst for the shake of power. So we have to see in the future. See, in the name of the vote chori, they wanted to travel to Delhi to meet the higher ups. So this is the situation in Karnataka.
Let's bring in Sagai Raj, who's joining us live from Belagavi with more details on this. Sagai, what do you make of these two meetings? We've constantly said no smoke without fire. But these two meetings, both the leaders maintain it's not political whatsoever, it's no show of strength. But what do you understand from what's happened?
If you notice that both of them are not making any kind of eye contact, and if you notice that both the camps where Congress leaders, whether it is Feroz Seth or PCC President, both are Congress leaders from Belagavi. For one meeting, Chief Minister Siddaramaiah goes for dinner and DK Shivakumar skips that meeting. The next day, DK Shivakumar goes for a dinner meeting with the PCCC President and Siddaramaiah skips. Both of them are saying that they had some other program on that particular day when they skipped the dinner meeting. However, everything is quite clear that both of them are not going together when it comes to these kind of meetings. They are avoiding each other contact. Even their supporting MLAs are also avoiding these dinner meeting. Wherever they are comfortable, they are going. Wherever they are uncomfortable, they are not going. This clearly shows that still the power tussle is still brewing between them. And adding more fuel to the fire is Yatindra's statement. Despite a gag order which has been issued, despite a request which has been made by DK Shivakumar and Chief Minister to MLAs and ministers, Yatindra, who is the son of Siddaramaiah, continuously making the controversial statement. There are MLAs who also claim that why High Command is keeping quiet, why there is no notice has been issued to Yatindra, the son of Chief Minister Siddaramaiah. They feel that one law for them and another law apply for CM's son. So we need to wait and watch how the High Command is going to take this forward. Many feel that after 19th, there might be an end to all this controversy.
Okay.
They might be summoned to Delhi, but it all depends upon the High Command.
We've heard this so many times, Sagai, that we take it not with a pinch of salt, but a bag of salt, honestly, that the High Command will finally resolve it. They failed to for so long now, and they're letting this fester, these wounds fester constantly in Karnataka. Thanks very much for joining us, Sagai, with all of those details. Now, in Karnataka, the fight for the Chief Minister's chair is no longer backstage. It's playing out in full public view. And like I told you, the Karnataka Assembly is underway. So amid that, this particular issue took center stage in the Assembly too, with the BJP jibing and taking taunts at both DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah.
In Karnataka, the fight for the chair is no longer a whisper. It is a full-blown spectacle. With the Congress High Command still silent on who gets what, the BJP is turning up the political heat. From mocking the Grand Old Party on social media, through meme fest, now it has spilled into full-blown theatre of the absurd in the House. In the Legislative Council, leader of opposition Chalavadi Narayan Swamy accused rivals of questioning the Chief Minister's grip on the chair. Siddaramaiah hit back blunt and short. And if the Legislative Council saw sparks, the Assembly saw taunts fly. The Deputy Chief Minister's unusual contrite behavior drawing a mocking response from the Saffron Party.
ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ರತೆಯಿಂದ ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದು ಕೇಳ್ಕೊಳ್ತೇನೆ. CWC ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಜಿ ಎತ್ಕೊಂಡೋಗಿ ಹಾಕ್ತೀನಿ. ರಿವೈಸ್ಡ್ DPR ಕೂಡ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೇರಿ ನೀವು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ
DK ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಕಲ್ಪನೆ ಇದೆ. ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟು ನಯ ವಿನಯ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬಂದ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ಸರ್? ಅದು ಇದು ಸಡನ್ ಆಗಿ ಅಶ್ವಥ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ, ಅಶ್ವತ್ಥದೊಂದು ಹಾಡಿದೆ, ಕಾಣದ ಕಡಲಿಗೆ ಅಂಬಲಿಸಿದೆ ಮನ ಸೇರಬಲ್ಲನೆ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಸುಂದರವಾದ ಹಾಡು. DK ಶಿವಕುಮಾರ್ ಅವರೀಗ ಕಾಣುವ ಕುರ್ಚಿಗೆ ಅಂಬಲಿಸಿದೆ ಮನ ಕೂರಬಲ್ಲನೆ ಒಂದು ದಿನ ಅಂತ ಹೊರಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಹಂಗಿರ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಈ ನಯ ವಿನಯ ಶುರು ಆಯ್ತು. ಸುನೀಲ್ ಸರ್, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೀಡರ್ಶಿಪ್ ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡಿರೋ ಸರ್ ನಾವು, ನೀವು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಕೈ ಮುಗಿದು ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಯ ವಿನಯ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ?
ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದಷ್ಟು ಕನ್ಸಲ್ಟೆಂಟ್ಸು ಗೈಡೆನ್ಸು ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ಒಂದು ಇದಾಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಭಾಗನ ಅದು ಒಂದು ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
With the High Command still tight-lipped, the Congress leadership crisis hangs in limbo. But the political storm it has triggered has only intensified. With Sagai Raj, Bureau Report, India Today.
Now let's get you a quick roundup of all the other stories coming in from the southern states. Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has informed the Assembly that nearly 50 crore rupees have been spent on his air travel between May 2023 to November 2025, leading to the BJP accusing the Siddaramaiah Sarkara of resorting to a needless splurge, calling it a case of misplaced priorities. Huge embarrassment for the Congress government in Karnataka as their own MLA Raju Kage has demanded a separate North Karnataka state, saying the government has neglected the region and left it to suffer. Tragic news from Andhra Pradesh. 9 people lost their lives after a bus carrying devotees fell into a gorge. 35 passengers were on board. The bus was carrying pilgrims from Chittoor. Prime Minister Modi has expressed grief and announced 2 lakhs ex gratia for the kin of the deceased. 20-year jail term for all 6 convicts who were found guilty in the 2017 actress assault case. Pulsar Suni, the main culprit, has been found guilty for gang rape and criminal conspiracy. Actor Dileep, remember, was acquitted in the case. I'm slipping into a short break here on Super 6. Coming up on the other side, our unmissable tribute for Talaivar Rajinikanth. He turned 75. We celebrate the legacy of the superstar on the other.